All right, good afternoon, Who That Nation. Welcome to the WDN Chatline podcast. It's the host CB, and I'm here with the co-host MOD. Uh, what's up? What's up, MOD, man?
Bro. Just bro. I don't know, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to say this, bro. We are definitely looking like, if not the worst team, one of the worst teams in the league. No doubt about it. The only good thing about this is where we at. We should get a nice draft pick. The way we progressing, we should have a really nice draft pick. And I'm gonna say this, right? Because y'all heard me say what I said and stuff all season about Spencer Rattler. Today is the first game that I can say that Spencer Rattler cost us this game. I can say that much. All right. Even though the defense wasn't stopping nothing, they 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 seem like they can't stop a nosebleed now. They can't
Right.
do a dang thing anymore. You understand? I mean, the defense looks like the worst defense in the NFL to me. You understand? It is the It wasn't even they didn't even throw the ball on us today. It was all about punching us in the mouth, running the ball on us the way that they did. Um, then all of seemed like all of whatever could have happened to us. It seemed like it happened today. Kendra got injured. You understand? Which I'm not really surprised by that. That's his history. You know what I'm saying? And we got our coach. We got our play. We didn't show an ounce of desire out there to me. This has got to be. I think this game probably. I don't know, bro. I don't know if this game is as worse or worse than the Seattle game. But it is what it is, bro. The only solace that I have about everything that's going on, CB, is that I kind of expected this stuff. You know, I knew we was in a rebuild year, but the only thing that's really pissing me off, to be honest with you, bro, is it seemed like the lack of desire. I don't see nobody fired up out there. You don't see nobody on the sideline trying to hype nobody up. You understand? I don't know. I know this coach, the coach that we have, is kind of calm and seem to be a bit cerebral. He don't have no kind of fire or nothing about him. He's not a rah-rah guy. And you don't have to be a rah-rah guy necessarily to win in this league. Tony Dungy wasn't a rah-rah guy. You know what I'm saying? But this team has, all season, this team has seemed flat. You understand what I'm saying? Flat. You would think that they would have got hype when Olave scored that touchdown or whatever, man. I didn't see all the hypeness and nothing. I didn't see nothing like that. This is, T Mama is right. Bruh, in the past 20, I would say 21, 22 years, um, the New Orleans Saints team had the most swag. Even if we didn't, wasn't winning, championships and stuff every year like that. We had a lot of swag about ourselves. This team is flat. Everything seems flat. Um, it's just everything that seems flat about them. They don't seem like they got no kind of, desire, no kind of, it just seems like they're going through the motions right now, bro. So I think that's what we're gonna start to expect now, bro. Now they won. Now we won in what 6 now? 1-6. Cats just gonna be collecting their paychecks now, bro. They know it's impossible for us to make any kind of playoff push. We don't have no momentum whatsoever, and we just do some of the stupidest stuff, bro. The players and the coaches. The coaches call some of the stupidest plays. The players do some of the stupidest things out there on the field. I don't know what to say, bro. What you got to say, bro?
Uh, we I'm gonna just start with Rattler. Um, I'll just say this, and then I'll get on the Rattler thing. Far as how Rattler played today, and you see, this is where the BS is gonna come in with the fan
Yeah,
base, and hopefully the coaches don't play into this. The all season long, Rattler, we went into this season, we was expecting him to have growing pains.
yeah.
Now we get to a game where he has some growing pains. Where the game, yeah, he turned the ball over, ain't giving him no pass for this one. Gotta play better, better decision making, location of the ball. You gonna try to make a play deep. At least over. Did he overthrow? He overthrew one of those pits, but
No, he underthrew him. When you talking about with
he
Rashid, he
that
underthrew
was an
him.
underthrow.
He underthrew him. Rashid
Okay.
had do beat. If he would have threw the
Yeah,
ball
yeah,
longer,
yeah. Right, right,
Rashid would have got underneath that, bro. He underthrew him. That was an awful
right.
throw. That was a god awful throw. I'm like, and then I remember that play. He scrambled and stuff, bro. I'm like, man, just throw it out of bounds now. Just
Yep.
throw it away now. You understand what I'm saying? But let me ask you this, CB, and I want to ask the Who That Nation is too, right? Y'all listening, right? Do y'all think, right? Because I'm thinking too. This is what I'm thinking, and I'm not trying to make no excuses. Okay? Do y'all think that because we played against DA and DA knew this dude, he knew, you know, Spencer, and that he was, that DA had them well prepared to play against Spencer. Is it just one of those type things? You know what I'm saying? Or is it just that Spencer just went out there and just stunk it up today?
I, I, I'm
Or
gonna say
both,
it.
or
I'm
both,
gonna say
or
it was
both,
more.
CB, or both, CB. What you say?
I'm gonna say both, but I'm gonna say more of Spencer. I mean, because regardless of how much Da knew, just like the pass we just talked about, location of the ball was off today. Um, but what I was gonna say about the whole Rattler thing, and then we can get back to what the fans thinking. The thing about Rattler, like I said, we can go through the whole season. He's not the cause of the losses and stuff. Now he had one bad game where it's clearly he was the face of the loss. Now people is gonna be talking all week about QB change. Do
Yeah,
we need to make the QB change now? Like he was supposed to. We was expecting this man to go through some growing pains, but he didn't go through none. Now one game, he have a bad game. Now you talking about QB change. Do we change QB? But we got vets out here. If you remember the pass to Jawan where it went through his hands again, this is at the beginning of the game. What
yes,
was supposed to be made, a rhythm. Jawan started it off. Soon as the ball went in his hands and he didn't make the catch, I was like, here we go again. These guys is week after week after week. Defense, week after week after week, letting guys run through them. But Spencer, one game, off now, we talking about questioning QB change or when it's short. No, he need to go through this whole season. If Spencer just say, I don't believe he will, but just say like the next 3 to 4 games is 3 pick games. Okay, then the argument you can, start to question that. But off
yeah,
of one game, Like the growing pain, we was expecting it to happen this year anyway. But what we wasn't expecting to happen to guys we brought in, like guys that supposed to be playmakers, the Justin Reeves, supposed to be
Yeah,
playmakers.
yeah,
They not helping the guy out. So
yeah.
that's all I want to say on the Spencer thing. So I mean
I
I
don't
ain't
think
getting into no debate or nothing like that.
I
One
don't think
game,
Spencer need to. I don't think that would be a knee jerk reaction to
no,
take and bench him and stuff behind one game. And I would stand and I would contend with this, and I would say this, you know, with my full chest. I don't think Tyler can do better. I don't
no,
think Tyler can do better. You understand? And I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna mean that. And the only way that I think that Spencer should lose his job now, if he played 3 or 4 more games like this, then yeah, now you asking for it.
yeah,
You understand? But this one game, you know, so we shouldn't hold this one game against him because damn near everybody on this damn football team that had a bad game this season. And I dare say that there's players on this team that have had multiple bad games this season. Mr. Johnson,
yeah.
huh? Mr. McKinstry. Shall I go on? Mr. Ruiz. Shall I continue? You understand? So don't make it look like, you know, like this, take the, and make this one game a microcosm, you know, of his season. But let me say this, right? Spencer, you played like dog shit today, bro. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. You snuck it up. You understand? I think a portion too, I think inside his mind, he really wanted to do so well
Mm-hmm.
against the Bears and Caleb till he flushed himself. This was the one game that he had on the schedule that had a personal meaning to him. This game was a little bit personal to him. And I think he was pressing and he pressed too much. And that's what got him in trouble, you know, because we ain't been seeing him, you know, messing around and stuff. That dumbass fumble that you had, you ain't been doing that. You've been, you know, being aware of what's going on around you in the pocket. That was that looked very, you know, rookie like what you just did. That looked very rookie like, you know, and like everybody, if people want to take and okay, and by definition, I'm just gonna be 100, right? I think Spencer is the one that really ultimately cost us this game. However, everybody on this team played lousy today. I mean, everybody.
Now I will.
I
I'll take Olave out of it.
okay. Well, Olave had a pretty decent game today,
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
bruh, we can't. Olave is like this, right? You put 1 pound on the scale over here, and you got 10 pounds on the scale over here. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so I would call this game an outlier for him. This is an outlier for him. Okay, but everybody, if you want to be honest, right? Okay, we'll set them sit alive over there, right? But everybody played lousy today, and I thought that there was some lousy coaching today too. Very lousy coaching today. You're throwing and you're throwing and you're throwing and you're throwing, and this man probably wouldn't have even been in a position to throw 3 interceptions. I don't give a damn what was going on. Run the ball. Even if you got 2 yards sometimes, maybe you had a tackle for a loss here. Run the ball. Man, I bet you we didn't even run the ball 25 times today. I doubt it. You
Yeah,
understand?
we got a guy that can get the touches.
You gotta run the ball. I don't care, man. This is the one game that you do not abandon the run. Even if you behind. This team is horrible against the run.
Yep.
And we come back and we throwing and we throwing and we throwing and we throwing and we throwing. And that led to 3 interceptions. And we knew that this team was leading the league in interceptions. And we throwing and we throwing and we throwing and we throwing and we throwing. And we knew that this team was 31st or what, 31st or 32nd. I know they at the bottom
Yeah,
against the run
31st.
and against the run. And we not running the ball. And we ain't running the ball at all. You understand? That's lousy coaching, you know? And I'm gonna be 100 with you, right? There's starting to be a pattern right now with Kellen Moore. You know, he's not doing the feasible things. And as a matter of fact, it started off with the first game of the season. That time when he went into the halftime with 3 timeouts and stuff like that. Bruh, you need to get your act together, man. Unless you gonna get fired too. You understand? And I understand it's game 1. I mean season 1 for you, bruh. You know, and you're gonna go through your growing pains and all that, right? But some of this stuff, man, is being repetitive now. You know, especially with the areas of the team where we are deficient. It's starting to be repetitive and stuff now. I was surprised that we was able to score those 2 touchdowns when we got in the red zone. And we need to bring in some kickers tomorrow and start working out some kickers and stuff, you know. Because I've had it with Blake Groupie. I'm done with you, bro. There's a good kicker, and I'm saying good, not even a great. A good kicker in the NFL will maybe miss 1 field goal the whole season. You understand? The whole season. Maybe 1 or 2 the whole season. Blake has now missed 6 field goal attempts this season.
And they hadn't brought one person in.
Yes. And you know what it's like, CB? This is what? That's our 7th game. So he's averaging really, if you look at it for all intents and purposes, it's like he missed a field goal a game.
Yeah. Really, it's one game this season. I think it was the Patriots game where he made every field goal. But
Yeah.
other than that, he done missed 1 field goal a game.
Mm-hmm.
And Kellen not doing nothing about it. This is where Kellen we have to see Kellen now holding people accountable. Because he not holding Kool-Aid accountable. He out there getting torched. Let
Mm-hmm.
him develop, man. But don't have him in the fire. Blake Groupie, you can clearly see he's not making kicks. Hold him accountable. This is where we start to see more of Kellen Moore. Like, is he gonna hold these guys accountable, or what is you gonna do, Kellen?
Because, bro, let me tell you something, bro. This dude with this kicking, bro, you know, and he's starting to make himself look like he not trying to search for no answers to try and fix nothing, and stuff like that, bro. Because like there's no way in hell, brother, this dude here, right, should be missing his kicks, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And I mean I don't know what the hell that is, man. It's a total lack of concentration. You're not practicing. There's something physical going on with you. And look, we have today, man, we really, really Don't have no excuses for today, man. We just got our ass kicked today. This ain't
Yeah.
like the Seattle game. And you know why, right? All damn near everybody who's somebody played today. We didn't have all them injuries or nothing today. This is one of those rare. I ain't say that we was injury free, but we had no really major injuries and stuff, to account for, today. Our quote unquote starting offensive line, played for us and all that kind of stuff. You know, bruh. Y'all listening out there? T Mama, JT, all y'all, who that nation? We are lousy. We suck right now. This is not a good football team. I did not expect this to be a good football team. However, right, I did not expect them to struggle as much as they struggling to. And especially on the defensive side of the ball, where we have so many, seasoned veterans on that side of the ball. And look at how we looking. You know what I'm saying? This ain't looking too good. Saints fans, we keep this up, we might be the first team drafting in the NFL next season. We keep this kind of foolishness up.
I think the Jets is right now. The Jets is the only team with the worst record, if I'm not mistaken. The Jets
Yeah,
is 0-7 or something like that.
the Jets win a couple of games. We keep going at the trajectory we on. We easily end up something like 1-16 or something. I mean, I don't. I be and still in all, right? This is another year, right? Because I'm gonna ask you this too, CB. What kind of a football team are we? What is our identity?
Still ain't found our identity. Still ain't found our identity.
Bro, it's
And,
been
and with the vets, is we supposed to have some form of identity. If we keeping vets around, what's the point of keeping vets around if this is how we're gonna be playing?
I don't know what kind of football team we are, bro.
I don't
I don't
either.
know. I don't know if we're a running football team, a a finesse football team, um, a gritty football team, a loose knit. I don't know who we are. I still don't know who we are. You know what I'm saying?
I
We still
expected
don't
to
have
see
an identity.
growth.
You
I
know?
expected to see growth, man. That's what I expected. To
Yeah.
compete and see growth, not getting blown out by the Bears. And Caleb Williams, Williams ain't even like that right now.
He didn't. That dude
No,
is not the difference in this game.
no.
We for I got to give them credit. They kind of reasonably held him in check, you know, but holding him in check don't mean a hill of beans when you're getting gassed by the run game, and they just gassing you and gassing you and gassing you. You understand? And this is like, you know, this has been going on pretty much all season. Now we didn't improve. We ain't like, last in the league against the run like we was last season, but we ain't as good as we should be either. You know, because they don't stop the run. They don't stop nothing, man, at crucial times of the game.
Brian
They don't
Brzee,
stop
where
the
is
run.
he
They
at?
don't stop the pass.
Where's
Who?
Brian Brzee at? I was expecting Brian Brzee to be that interior guy, holding it down. I ain't been hearing him like that. Maybe getting a little strip fumble or blocking a pass here and there or a field goal. But as far as him getting gritty and busy in the interior of the defense, I ain't been hearing his name like that.
Yeah, that's what was supposed to happen too. Because remember, Divine Gacho was supposed to be the guy. He's supposed to take up double teams, and then the other guys be able to to capitalize off from that. While he's getting double teamed and all that. But none of this has materialized. At first when the season started, I thought that we was going to be a bend but don't break defense, and that we was going to be a team on offense that utilize speed. We haven't been none of that, bro. I don't like I say right now. I still don't know what kind of identity that we have. I don't know who this New Orleans Saints team really is, but I know who they not, and um they not winners, and they not consistent, not at all.
Nope.
Man, um, Saints fans out there, right? Where do we go from here? Do we want this team to win more games? Since I'm to the point like this, CB. Um, and this is gonna hurt to say. This is gonna hurt to say. Hurt real bad, right? But I wish we lose all the rest of them. Lose all the rest of them, and maybe we can pick up a generational player, in the draft. Don't hold your breath on that either, because Mickey don't know what the hell he's doing. So that's the best thing that I think can come out of this now. I think what if we start to winning anything like that, which I don't see that's going on a consistent basis. If we do win a game, there's going to be a game spot here and spot there. However, I don't want nothing to, mess with our draft spot right now, because this team need to get younger, and this team also need to get more dynamic playmakers on both sides of the ball. So I'm content with staying right where we at.
Me
And since
too.
we know and understand that we ain't going nowhere, that we
Right.
ain't nowhere, right? Let's have
Yeah.
a fire sale now, man. Let's take and trade some of these players and get them up out of here. And that includes Mr. Olave, because look, bro, I don't care what you did today. You understand? You subjected. You can come back next game and look like the trash that you've been looking like all season. You know, you're not a consistent performer like that.
And
You know,
hopefully one of these teams that's inquiring about him seeing this game. So, that can make the pitch sale more desirable for that team. Like, okay, yeah, he got it. That's so hopefully this game done that. But yeah, as far as Olave is not a piece we need for the future, man. But I want to ask you this, Uptown, and then we can open up the phone lines. Well, right now, I'm putting a link in the comment section. You guys, please click the link, call in, let me and Uptown know how you feeling, man. But I'm gonna ask you this, and then we should have our first call in.
yeah.
So you say we go the route we go. What is the leash on Kellen Moore? Now, I'm not saying we get rid of him immediately after the season or nothing like that. But what is if the season play the way it does, what is the leash on Kellen Moore? Is it a we got to get it right next year, or he gone, or Is we giving them an additional 2 years? What is your take? Because at this point now, I'm with you. I mean, why not just go ahead and because the Carolina Panthers is what 4 and um they
Think
what
4-2
four
or
and
something
three
like
or
that.
something like that. So if the Carolina Panthers is like that, well, we don't even have no chance. So these guys is playing pretty good right now. So we
Bro,
don't have no shot at nothing. So why not do that? So what is you thinking on that?
bro,
On the
let me ask you a question about Kellen Moore first, right? We got to keep this dude. We got to go to 3 years, bro. We got to keep him at least 3 years. You understand what I'm saying? Like that, I think that would only be fair. I'm just being honest, right? You know, we've seen other coaches and stuff, have really really bad first seasons in the NFL. Tom Landry had one, had bad first season in the NFL. He comes to mind as I think Mike McCarthy. You know, there's a couple of coaches that had really bad seasons their first year in the NFL, and they went on to become, legendary and or Hall of Fame coaches. So, you know, this is a growing pain, and it's also a growing pain for him because we know Kellen ain't never been a head coach before. So, he going through his little growing pains and stuff like that, and he learning things, and hopefully this can bode well for himself and for the New Orleans Saints going into the future. But we got to give him his, at least 3 years, and all that, and he, because, he came into the building and he don't have the players that he would want to really have, you know, playing in any one of these positions or whatever, right? So that would be unfair, to let him go and stuff, after this year and all that. He ain't been around and stuff that long. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, I agree. He gotta have time. He gotta have time to put his team together. And
Yeah,
I see that comment by Hemisphere said, he knew what he had on the team. I agree. Um, I just wish he wouldn't have had a conversation with Jawan. I wish he wouldn't have had a conversation with Jawan. We could
yeah,
have
but
gave
hear
that
me,
money
hear me.
to Noah Faint. But we're gonna go ahead. I see we got our first caller in the building. You breaking up, Uptown. Yeah, Uptown, you breaking up. So while Uptown getting
You look like you
situated.
breaking up.
Oh, you said I'm breaking up.
What's going on? Now with chat, I was thinking sabotage today. I mean, they're giving it to Saints and Saints fans today, huh?
Yeah, come on,
Hey,
Strange.
hear me.
Y'all
Let me
stop,
just
stop
let me just
tripping.
I want to comment off from what Hemi did. Can you hear me, CB? By the way, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
All right. No, let me just comment off of what Hemisphere said, right? About he knew what he had on the team before he agreed to be the head coach, bro. When any head some players and stuff on that team, well, this stuff tripping. You did that again.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, but when any new coach comes on the team, they're gonna have players on that team, right? That he inherited. You understand? And some of those players are going to be players that cannot be easily moved. Either they can't be easily moved because of the salary situation, and sometimes they can't be easily moved because of the love that they have, from either the front office and or the team and fan base. So they can't easily move off from those players, and they got to go on and buy their time until they can put themselves in a position where they can tell influence management and ownership, hey, look, we need to move on from this guy or that guy. See what I'm saying? But to suggest that they can do that in their first year or whatever, no. Who we got here? Who we got here,
Okay, I
CB?
see we got the OG JT in the building. JT, what it do, fam?
Well, that's my
Man, what's
round.
going on? What's
That's
going
my
on
round.
with y'all fellas?
That's my round right there. What's
Yeah, you're
happening?
right, Uptown.
Wow.
Man, I might well keep listening to you, Uptown. I mean, bro, you spilling everything that I got right here. You and CB. Y'all doing it, bro. Y'all saying everything that I got, but I'm a reach back a little bit, Uptown, and I'm a say this. When Kellen Moore took this team over, to me, if you look at other coaches when they take a team over, like you start seeing people, like your Reed, like Reed at safety. We went and pick him up. They didn't at Kansas City cut him. I'm just saying, Rudd. They bringing in, you know, these people, these players that's on the team, players like you say with Cam Jordan, Demario Davis, Alvin Kamara, and and I can go even Cesar Ruiz. I mean, all of them have different days when they done. You know, you ever seen Alvin Kamara miss a block like he did today? I mean, things like that. What I'm
Yep.
saying is, what I'm saying is, I'm going back what you said, Uptown. Kellen Moore gonna need some time with this team. He gonna have to bring in his running back. He gonna have to bring in. He hope this guy Shuck is his quarterback. He got. You got to remember, you got Penning over there. They ain't gonna have Penning next year, man. Penning gonna be gone. We're gonna have another person over there. You understand? Tight end, Jawan Johnson. I think they're gonna send Jawan Johnson off somewhere, and he ain't gonna be here. We need tight ends, bro. We need number one receiver. I don't go with what Olave did today. Changes my mind on what he did weeks ago. I'm looking at him dropping balls. I'm looking at him business decisions out there. I can't take that. Get rid of these guys and make sure you start this thing off right. You seen what Kool-Aid got. I know he a young player, but Kool-Aid might be more of not a corner. He might be he might be something like your safety. I don't know. But when he was at Alabama, was he the starting corner at Alabama?
Yeah, he was a starter and stuff, man. He did real good at Bama. He
Okay,
did real good at Bama.
now the difference to that is this. I don't know if the deep because what I was seeing how he played at Alabama, it was always like a zone.
Yeah.
You follow him so far and you let him go and then go up. You know what I'm saying, CB? You know what I'm saying, Uptown?
Yeah.
You be with him so far and you leave him go and give him to the safety or whatever. I don't know if these, you got to look at what you got on that field. Now, I'm going to tell you two young players that we're going to see a lot of them in the future. And I'm talking about next year, too. Sanka and Riley. That was two nice picks there. Sanka and Riley.
Yes.
That's right. If they go there and get them another safety, another corner, we be saying something. You see, things could change that way, right? Like today, with the corner. We are right in the corner to me. I ain't saying we sell it out, but you gotta stop one or the other, Uptown. You gotta either stop the run or stop the pass. You understand? You gotta do one or the other. And if your secondary is okay with what they're doing, which I think they got little bumps in the road, but they okay. I think we got a worse problem with that run. I thought we got y'all in that middle for the run, man. Everybody be gashing us now.
Yeah.
They gashing us, man. I mean, no name guys gashing us, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm like this. We gotta go back to square one and go get you like we was talking last week, CB. Go get you some dogs. Garcho was a dog in New England, you think they would have let him go? Huh? They wouldn't have let him go.
And
They
plus,
got a dog in New England now in the middle. They got one over there now in the middle. That's what I'm talking about. You got to go get you some dogs. We don't have no defensive ends, but that's why I call them the AGT crew. Almost got their crew. They almost today. It showed you today. Almost getting there and can't do it. You can't do it. You understand? You know why? Man, these people, these young quarterbacks, man, they ain't going down easy and everything. They twirling and jumping and trying to break your tackle and all that. That's a part of what they doing, bro. Same thing with Rattler was doing today. He was doing the same thing, but just that they one dude tripped him up, the other dude hit the ball, all that kind of stuff. But all them young boys be trying to escape, man. You got to get a big defensive tackle. Go get one of them boys from Hawaii or something, bro, to hold that middle, Oxstrong, to hold that middle, and you be all right. You got to give Kellen more time, like you say, Uptown. He needs more time. He needs more time.
I want to comment on something that you did too, bro. Right? When you talk about Gaucho, right? I think you may be absolutely right, bro, because look, you know, New England coach is a defensive-minded coach. That's Mike Brady.
That's right. That's right. Talk, preach, Uptown.
You know what I'm saying? And if he didn't see any value in stuff and having him around,
that's right.
That must mean something. And I'm gonna say something else too that you talked about earlier, bro. You see that Justin Reed? That boy, that is garbage. That boy
garbage, man. Garbage. You know what I'm
saying? That boy hasn't made one play all season.
None, not one.
Backup came in and made plays. And
that's right. That's why I say all that's got to go. All that's got to go. We can't go in next year with that. Come on, Uptown. We can't. CB. We can't go in there next year with any of them guys. I'm talking about Chase Young. Got to be gone. Granderson got to be gone. I think. And Granderson, bro. I'm gonna put this on blank for you. Granderson, he done plateaued, Uptown. That's the best he can do. That's what I mean when I say he done plateaued. That's it. That's all he can do. He can get you 7 sacks a year. Maybe that's a backup defensive end right there.
I'm gonna tell you something else too, JT. Dig this.
Yeah.
Right? And y'all listen to this, right? I don't think that any of those defensive ends that we got, you know what I'm saying, fit with his scheme, because them dudes too big, number one.
Yeah, right. Preach, man. Preach.
We need to get those defensive ends that can bend.
Quicker, stronger, faster. You understand? Not taller, longer, and no. That's Dennis Allen with that stuff.
No, we need them too. We need dudes, man. That's playing in those positions. That's about 250, 245, 250, something like that. Not 260, 270,
right?
And stuff like these dudes is.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That can bend around, man, those damn tackles.
Yeah. But I'm going to say something else. Look, Uptown, I'm going to say something else. And I wanted to see if y'all okay with me on this one. Check it out, CB. And this is what I seen today. I told a friend of mine, I said, watch what happened today. Pinpoint the veterans that was giving kudos to Dennis Allen for the stay here. Do y'all remember them veterans who was saying Dennis Allen for the stay here? It's the same ones who was blowing that game today. Blowing he could have went on the tackle. And I'm talking about the Mario Davis. He could have tackled the dude many times. I saw him trucking, bro, like he had weight on him, like he was running slower than he is. I saw Alvin blowing. Alvin was one of them too, making that noise about Dennis Allen for the stay here. Alvin blowing hits where them dudes could come and get Rattler. I was looking at it, bro. I was looking at all of them, bro. I was standing up there. I was looking at Granderson. Granderson could have went and what his name? Cam Jordan. Man, look, let me tell you something. Man, get rid of them dudes, man. They messing my squad up. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. Get the dudes out of here. Get him out of here, Uptown.
You know what I knew, bro? When I looked there and I say, bro, Mario is finished.
Yeah, man.
Y'all didn't see that play. Y'all didn't remember that play. When we played against New England last week, and he came up that middle, and the damn running back put him on his ass.
Hit him right up the middle, and they was on. Look, I'm listening to it and looking at the dude say it on the radio. Oh, DeMario had a broken tackle. Man, that dude ran right at him. Boom.
That dude ran right at him. And plus, he went to try and come up the middle to blitz one time, and the running back put him on his ass. And that's when I
dogs, bro.
I say, DeMario ain't got it no more. Because
all dogs,
the time
bro.
that DeMario was here, I ain't never seen DeMario look like that, bro.
That's what I'm talking about, Uptown. I never seen DeMario look like. That's what I'm talking about. The dude is done. Alvin done too, bro. Because Alvin run out all of them, brother. They finished, bro. They done went on, and we keep playing, and we keep playing with Chase Young, man. Why that dude done been on? He 6 years old. He done been on 3 teams?
Yep.
Come on, man. Come on.
Chase Young, the knock on him.
Come on,
before he got here was that he was number one. He was injury prone.
Come on, man.
That. Number two is that he take plays off. We've seen that. I saw a lot of that last season. You understand
man. Come on, man.
Number 3 was that he take bad pursuit angles. You understand what I'm saying? And God damn it, he check off all 3 of those boxes.
Yeah,
you understand
bro.
what I'm saying? He ain't do nothing.
Bro.
He haven't did nothing since he been a Saint that people talked about him doing that we can confidently say, nah, Mario ain't do that when he played for us. But remember, right? And I'm gonna take you back for a minute, right? Okay.
Yep.
Remember when we got Ted Ginn? Huh?
Yeah.
Remember how people used to talk about how Ted Ginn used to drop the ball?
Yeah.
And then Ted Ginn didn't drop a damn ball. He was catching everything coming his way as a Saint.
Everything coming his way. Everything.
So we was able to tell people, look, I don't know what he did for y'all over there.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Right. But he catches everything for us.
For us.
But we can't say that with this cat because he's doing the same stuff that he did over there, over here.
That's right. Right. You know, that's right.
Look, let me tell you something too, bro. And just to let y'all know this, right? I know you've been a Saints fan a long time, huh?
Yes, indeed. Yep.
We know what a good kicker look like, right?
Oh, come on, man.
We put a freaking kicker in the damn Hall of Fame.
And
we got a kicker in the Hall of Fame. This dude sucks.
Man, that boy is so sad.
Sucks.
Uptown, that boy missed this year. Didn't he miss an extra point? This year.
Yeah.
I know he done missed an extra point this year too. And some kicks. Man, this boy missed. We need a kicker. We need a punter. We need a special teams coach. We need a quarterback, a tight end, a guard, a safety, a linebacker, a defensive end. We need a nose tackle. Man, we need running back. Man, come on, let's start all over, man. Let's start all over, bro. I'm messed up. I'm messed up, Uptown. I'm messed up, CB. We need to start over. Please start over.
All right.
Please start over.
All right. All right,
I'm sorry, Uptown. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Uptown. I'm sorry, CB, bro. But and I'm sorry. Look, I got to tell the fans I'm sorry too, bro. You know, I am. I'm sorry. I know y'all don't want to hear this truth from me, but I got to give it to you where it's at, bro. We starting over next year, bro. That's all to it, bro. We just starting over.
Yes, we are, man. Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, you're right. All right, look, fellas, I'm gonna see y'all. Be looking for y'all again. Say, CB, I always catch you. You know, from time to time. I'll be missing you. I'll be like, damn. So when I be seeing you on, I'll be fussing all in the comments, bro. You should hear me.
Oh, it's all good, man. We're gonna get better at putting the notification out. You know.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna get better at that.
I'm gonna have to bring Uptown to my church, man, because he preach every Sunday evening, man. Go ahead, bro.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Appreciate
you're
you,
right,
bro.
Uptown. Look, y'all be cool. It's good talking with y'all, fellas.
Yeah, you're right. Who that,
All
baby?
right. Who that? Who that, Uptown? All day. All right.
Shout out to OG JT in the building. Okay, so next we got Hemisphere.
What's up, Hemi? What's up, Hemi?
What's up, fella?
What's
What's
going
happening?
on?
Speak your mind, Hemi. What
Man,
you
I didn't get to watch the game today. I'm kind of glad. My blood pressure is
you should
kind
be
of
happy. You should be happy, bro.
low. I did listen to Q. He was doing his thing. It didn't sound too good.
And it didn't look too good either, Hemi.
Uh, well, I don't want to pat myself in the back, but I did say that at the beginning of the year that this is going to be one of those long, long years. I didn't have no expectations. I didn't even think we was going to win the division title. I already knew what this going to be. And it's the only thing I was wanting to see happen though. Would Kellen Moore get the team better as the year goes along?
Yeah.
I knew we was going to lose games. It's clear to me after watching what I've seen, what y'all seen today, kind of validated what I saw about a couple of weeks ago. All these names, players. I'm talking about Cam Jordans and all these players that has hang their helmets up for the longest time representing the black and gold. They got to go. They got to go. The Mario Davis, you got to go. All of them.
Yeah, we got to get
They,
younger,
they
bro.
are,
We got to get younger and much faster, bro.
what I want to see, and I think they're starting to introduce Stutzman a little bit more gradually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to start seeing some Ford getting his opportunities.
yeah.
I
Me
want
too.
to see some of these young guys get their opportunities, so that way the fan base can see what we got in the young team that could be the future starters. So that way the team knows how, or Kellen Moore knows how he wants to build around them.
But you know what, Hemi, bro? And I wrestle with this, and I think about this. You listen to this too, CB, bro. Uh, bro, I think that it would take an act of Congress for them to bench Demario Davis. They're not going to bench him, bro. You understand what I'm saying? The only way Demario Davis is going to get benched is if, unfortunately, he's injured or something like that. I don't think the Saints, bro. I don't think they would bench Demario. No matter how bad Demario look out there, I don't think they're going to bench him, bro. I don't think they're going to bench on Cam Jordan either. No matter how bad he look out there,
I
and they,
can't. I
they
cannot.
they're not going to bench Kamara either. They're not going to
No,
do.
and unfortunately, I don't think Kellen Moore is that kind of coach because we've seen Sean Payton long enough. He get tired of seeing something, he gets rid of it.
Yeah.
You
And
know
you
what I'm
know what? You know
saying?
what though,
And I
Hemi?
can't remember. I can't remember the guard's name. Sean Payton pretty much cut his ass at that St. Louis game. They was playing St. Louis Rams, and he cut his ass right there. He said, "I got tired of watching that shit. I called his ass over here and I put the backup in. I got tired of watching it. We're getting tired of watching this shit."
But you know something, though, Hemi, right? Let me ask you this, right? Why not? I mean, because look, the reason why I say that is this, right? Remember, I said this last week. Man, Kellen Moore ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? He ain't got no attachment to these cats. See what I'm
I want
saying?
to see,
He
but that's
don't, he
what I
don't,
want to see out of Kelly Moore.
and
That's
I'm
what I
like,
want to see.
you
I
know
want,
something? He don't owe them nothing. He don't owe them
well, no,
nothing. That ain't his cats. That ain't his people. If you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? That ain't his players. They ain't cats he bought in. He don't owe them nothing.
but
He should bench their ass.
But at the same time, Kellen Moore has to. This is part of being the head coach. This is your team, right?
Yep,
So you have to do stuff like we used to see with Sean Payton, putting his foot down with these players
I agree.
and put that fear of God in them and saying, "Oh shit, if I don't bring it today, the coach is gonna be on my ass. And he's gonna bench me."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Olave, okay. So everybody's talking about Olave. Dude, you drop the ball, man. You're on the bench.
Yep.
Plain and simple. There's no starting next week. Dwan Johnson, same damn shit. You
Yep.
drop the ball like that, in a crucial time of the game, you got to get on the bench. You got to start benching people. But I think what's going on uptown is he's so restricted on who he got. He ain't
Yeah.
got nobody. He don't. There's not a dog on the team. We was
Man,
talking about
I hate to say that, man, but we ain't really got no we got a couple of dogs, but they more like French poodles and chihuahuas right now. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't got no damn pit bulls or nothing like that, no
No.
Rottweilers. You
No.
understand what I'm saying? We ain't got them big dogs. You understand? We got these little small ass dogs.
what
Cocker
made,
spaniels and stuff.
what Drew Brees showed us. He showed us what a winning culture looks like. He
Yeah,
showed us what a winning quarterback looks like. Now I'm
yeah,
not comparing Rattler to Drew Brees,
yeah,
not at all. But one thing I was very impressed with Rattler is his leadership that he exudes when he speaks.
yeah.
He has that. The Saints is not doing him any favors
Nope.
by surrounding him with this garbage. I'm sorry, I won't call it like it is. I'm a Saints fan through and through, bro. I've been there since Jim Moore.
Mm-hmm. And you're
They
right,
got
man.
garbage
They
around
surround him. They don't. He don't have no playmakers around him, Himmy.
there. And
Just
you put Shuck in, he's going to inherit the same problem.
mm-hmm.
So somebody mentioned Hayner. Hayner is on the daggone practice squad.
Man, Hayner, man, no.
Come on, man.
Man, you doing drugs if you want to see Jake Hayner, man. You're tripping.
Come on, man.
We appreciate you, Himmy, man. You understand? Keep up with us, bro. You heard me?
Oh, I will, man. Hey, y'all keep. This is going to be a process, man. At the end of the day, man, look, lower the expectations, man, on the team. Granted,
Bro,
we want to see the team do well, but you have to look at it like this. There's a lot of problems on top of the team as well, and all that's going to get brought out in the light as we go through all this. This is a transition shit, man. This is something it needs to happen.
yeah, and it was
So
gonna
that way
happen.
the team can move forward.
And it was
But
gonna happen,
obviously,
Himmy.
let Kellen Moore cook, man. But he's going to have to step up too, and he's going to have to show these vets that he's not playing games.
I agree.
At the
Correct.
same time, he has to do that,
I agree.
and he's going to have to, if he wants Rattler to be his quarterback, he's going to have to step up and, well, I wouldn't say protect him, but put some form of, what do you call it?
Playmakers.
Yeah, put some
Some kind
playmakers
of.
around him and give him some type of vote of confidence.
That's what I was looking for right there. Put some
You know,
confidence in him because you look at him today it's wearing on him, man. That
I
cat
think
wants
I
to win
think I
games,
think
man.
he's pressing today too because I think today was personal to him. You understand? He won't admit it, but I think today was personal to him.
Yeah, and he had a bad game, which everybody that's been negative towards Rattler is really enjoying that because that's one step
Yeah,
away from seeing Chuck. I'm not downplaying Chuck. I understand they got to validate that pick, that's 40th pick overall. But at the same time, why are you gonna put Chuck behind this junk?
No, that Chuck
Seriously.
ain't gonna be. He's not gonna. I don't think that he will be as effective as Rapp. I really don't.
They just don't have it, though. They don't have everybody they need. Somebody was talking about if the Saints had the number one wide receiver, a true number one wide receiver, well, Olave will start making plays. Olave is not a first round pick, but first wide receiver. But I also hear that the Saints are negotiating a new contract with Olave too. So there you go. I don't
Indeed,
want to come on here and talk about Mickey. That's a whole different deal, but that's an issue too. And they're paying getting. This is a product of bad uh, drafting, and the Saints
indeed.
got five picks coming in up in this coming draft, and you're steady trading away your picks, but you want to rebuild your team. No, Mickey wants to plug and play. That's what he wants.
Yeah.
No, you need to strip it all down and build it right back up again. That's what you need to do.
We appreciate you, Hemi.
All right, man.
Appreciate you,
Be good,
big
bro.
man.
I'll
All
holler
right,
at
put
y'all.
that to you, him.
Who
Yeah,
that?
man. Keep your heads up, man. Better days ahead.
Oh, we know that. We know that. We told people, man. You know, look, if people been listening to us for some years now, we was asking for this years ago around here. You understand? We thought that we went a little bit too long with that, and what messed us up was the Dennis Allen thing. That's where we went left. We should
Right.
never hired him, and we should have went ahead and cleaned house. You know, with whatever remnants that we had. You know, of the Sean Payton era at that hour, and that was a mistake. And that was a mistake that was made by Mickey Loomis. Mickey Loomis made that mistake.
Right.
So
So we got our last caller of the night. Um, we got Sydney Cox. Sydney Cox, what's up, man?
What's going on, brother? How y'all doing?
yo, what's
We
going
good.
on, bro? What's happening with you?
Man, just a little disappointed, but like you said, man, it's a rebuild. That's why I can't understand why folks getting so mad when y'all know it's a rebuild year. I can understand we had a good team and we was in there trying to make the playoff and win the division, then we was playing like that. But it's a rebuild. So and I'm just tired of everybody want to bash on that young quarterback. The man don't have, like y'all said earlier, he don't have the weapons. He can't play defense, stop the run, stop the pass. He can't block for himself. He can't throw to himself.
Right.
Yeah, he made some mistake today. He admitted that.
Yeah,
But everybody keep bashing on him. But I mean, like you want everybody, we want Tyler Shuck. Okay, you put Tyler Shuck in there. Then how that offensive line been? Hell, Spencer Rattler Bella can get stay upright. You put Tyler Shuck in there, he already have a history of shoulder injuries. You put him in if you want to, he ain't gonna make it the year.
hmm Let
So
me
why
ask
would
you.
you want
Let me ask you this question, Sydney. Right
to?
now, you think right? Do you think like I think that if Tyler Shook would say a third round, a fourth round pick, right? Would they
Yeah,
be hollering Tyler Shook, Tyler Shook, Tyler Shook?
no,
Huh? But
no.
because he was a second round pick, and everybody knows this, the highs that we take in the quarterback since Archie Manning. Now they want to holler Tyler Shook.
Tyler
How,
Shuck. But this
how
is
do
what I
they right? Who's
did what
hollering
I
Tyler Shook? When this
did what
draft
I
went down this season, they was looking for Shadir Sanders.
yeah did what I said on one of the podcasts today and last week. Tyler Shuck if he was ready, if everybody said well, that's Kellen Moore's guy, but Kellen Moore is a quarterback himself, and he knows Tyler Shuck is not ready for this league right now. That's why he did not start him. And
Mm-hmm.
people got to realize that Tyler Shuck do not give us the best chance to win. right now. He's not ready. You can see how he was struggling in the preseason games. He's not ready.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Then you gonna have to open up the, like, if you see your offensive lineman struggling to block, put an extra tight end out there to give your quarterback enough time to scan the field. If people are like, well, he could have thrown it to this, but he could have. It's easy for us to say what he could have did because we watching it on TV. We're not out there on that field having 300 to 400 pound man chasing you trying to hit you. Everything
Mm-hmm.
happens fast on that field. It is on that TV. So it's easy for us to say, hey, he can do this and do that. Get out there on that field and see could you say do the same thing you say he could have done. Like I said, he
Mm-hmm.
made him. He man had one bad game, but like I said, we don't have the type of offense that can just we get behind. We can put up points. We
Yeah.
every game we don't play since game one. We come in trying to come back. Defense let the opposing offense go down the field, score with will.
Rattler got one bad game, but Blake Groupie been shanking kicks, not
Yeah.
putting us in position to win for basically every game except the Patriots game. But nothing is happening with him.
So speaking of Blake Gruber, let's check this out. Let's go back to game one. If he'd have made a couple of them field goals in that game, and Jawan Johnson would have caught that touchdown pass because it was in his hand,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we do that Giants game would have been our second win.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't understand what's going on with the offensive line. Why they is not being physical? Why they can't run block? That's another thing. Y'all want to put talking about Rattler playing bad. We don't have a run game. Look at Caleb Williams. He didn't have to do too much today because guess why? He had a run game, so he
Yeah.
didn't have to sit there and drop back and throw the ball a whole lot of time. He had a run game. Then when he do drop back, he know he can play action and go down the field because he had a run game to support that. Since Spencer Rattler do not have a run game to support him. When y'all want to not tell the Saints fan, because I've been one since I was 15. I'm 55 years old right now. If we want to be self, we got to establish the run. And it's a team game, so you want to blame it on Spencer, sit him down. Hell, there's a lot of starters we need to sit down. We need to see Kool-Aid, Alante. We need to
Yep.
see Demario Day. We need to see Cam Jordan, Carl Granderson. We need to
Caesar
sit a lot of
Ruiz.
them down.
Caesar
See
Ruiz.
Louis. So y'all want to sit one man, you want to sit that man down. Sit the rest of them down because, like I said, it's a team game. It's not a one man game. It's a team game. Yeah, he played bad today, but then even if he would have won that game, let's say we'd have won that game, and he still turned the ball over 4 times. We wouldn't have been satisfied because they still were like we need to bench him. So it didn't matter if we went one or not. We still want to bench him. Don't matter how he played. If it's damn if he do, damn if he don't. They've been hollering about for the last couple weeks. We need to push the ball downfield. So when the man trying to push the ball downfield, get intercepted, oh no, see he's turning over the ball. Just what y'all been hollering. Don't go down the field. So we got, I mean, like you said, when the man said we got over 5 picks, why we trading for all these players and we're not playing? I can't think of that receiver we traded for the Broncos. What do y'all know his name?
And Devon Bailey. Devon
Okay,
Bailey. Who we
why
don't
not?
We got Palmer. I ain't seen
Well,
him out
yeah,
there. I don't know.
they say Palmer hurt. They say he hurt. But my
Oh,
saying
okay.
the guy from the Bronco, since y'all said Live not a wide receiver one, okay, let's put him at wide receiver one. Live wide receiver two, Sheen three. Look, do some kind of combination to see can you help your team to get in rhythm. And like I said, if you see your offensive lineman struggling to block, throw an extra tight end in there. To have a running back to chip on the side where the pressure's coming. Do something to help your young quarterback out.
Yep.
Because like you said, he made one mistake. I mean, he played. I'm sorry, not one mistake. He made play one bad game, and everybody let's do Tyler Shupp. Tyler Shupp's not gonna do no better because Tyler Shupp was gonna do any better. He would have won the starting job. And another thing, the same failing the young quarterback. They don't have a veteran quarterback in the room to help these kids prepare for the game.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
they say the reason why they didn't do that is because the quote unquote offensive coordinator, Doug Nussmeier, was a quarterback. Kellen Moore was a quarterback, and then his quote unquote quarterback coach was a quarterback too.
But see, I get that. That's to me it's lame because y'all coaches now. You have to have get a quarterback that's how the game played now. It ain't just way different how they play.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta get a quarterback that's playing now that had played in this area now. He can help that young quarterback. You
Mm-hmm.
That's probably where the struggle is coming from because they too busy trying to coach him instead of just and he routes combinations, man. I don't understand him. Stop running 5 yard run. If you're gonna run a 3 wide receiver, say have one wide receiver running 10 yards, the other running 15, the other running 20. The spread the field out because it's like sometimes you got to take what the defense give you. And I don't understand why you don't run a lot of screens. I don't think we ran a screen none this game.
Man, we hardly ran screens this whole season.
Yeah. Stop
You
running
know?
them stupid wide receiver screen because that don't make no sense because you don't have no big wide receiver to block.
Mm-hmm. Sure
And
enough.
then, like I said, I don't know what's going on with that offensive line and our defensive line. Wow, us three can get out there and do better than that. I mean, Caleb Williams. I don't mean to take up the whole conversation. I'm sorry, y'all. Caleb Williams. I told another podcast that said Caleb Williams probably ain't even have to throw the football. He could have probably handed it out, and they running back would have probably gained 400 to 500 yards. Just them
Mm-hmm.
two running back alone.
It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Like
I mean, I don't forgot his name, Swift. I don't forgot his first name, but he ain't been getting off like that as no rusher.
after Montez Swift, he played with the Eagle last year, I think.
Yeah, but he been more like of a pass catcher. He ain't been getting,
Oh,
getting
he's
busy
talking.
like
Oh,
Oh,
that.
he's
you talking about
talking.
the running back? You talking about the
Yeah, I'm
running back?
talking
You
about the
talking
running
about
back.
Yeah.
damn Deontay
Swift.
Swift? Yeah,
Deontay Swift, I think his name.
yeah,
Swift,
they
he ain't
made
been
him.
getting busy like that as a running back. I'm talking about as a rusher. Like it's
Yeah,
been more of a pass catcher with him.
yeah. And I like to tell ourselves, be careful with you because y'all always talking about getting rid of this player, getting rid of that player. And then when you get rid of the player again, well, we sure enough we ain't gonna be bad. You think we worse not? Get rid of some of the players, then we going into next year. We sure enough gonna be bad. Stop trying to get rid of everybody because they play have a bad year. Like Chris Olave, they in the reporter said it to was it Spencer Rattler or somebody? He said I don't know it was Kellen Moore, but Chris Olave had admitted in one of his interviews that he was still that concussion situation was still in his head, and he gonna start if the ball start touching the head, he gonna catch it. That's why we had the game today. He had today because he's starting to be his old self. Stop trying to trade him, man. Because he having a bad year. Y'all gotta look at the first 2 years he was up in there.
Yeah.
And stop trying to get rid of folks because they having a bad year or a bad game. Lord, we ain't gonna never get nowhere. And then they need to start rotating put some of them young boys in on defense. Let them boys what you drafting for if you ain't gonna let them see the field. Look at the Falcons. Hate them to death, but they got them young studs out there they drafted. They rotate them guys. They get some of their veteran guys rest and let them young guys come in there and eat. Come in. And the Shepherd and who was the other defense tackle? They need to let them go. Don't
Yeah.
start some of them young guys, man. Cause that just crazy, bro. I mean, what y'all thought? I mean, I could be wrong, so I don't know.
I
Like we.
mean, you right. No, far as Olave, then yeah, we want Olave gone.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just not a number one receiver now. If it's a situation where he be a receiver two and under, I mean, I think about it, but he want to get paid like a number one wide receiver, and we don't need to do that.
Yeah,
That's
but you
just
know
our
what though?
opinion.
But you know what though? I can't blame that man for wanting to get his money. Hey, if the league don't care about so, hey, if he want a wide receiver want money, let him get it. Don't get rid of him because you're gonna need him. Look how it was last year without him.
We
Look how
appreciate.
it was last year.
Like we appreciate you.
I don't even think we need to label our wide receiver for skill at the 1 and 2. I think we just need to have starting wide receiver because look at Detroit. You really don't hit them so the St. Brown is the number one wide receiver. You don't hear that. They just wide receiver by committee. That's what we need to have. Wide receiver by committee. Stop the wide receiver one crap.
All right.
Just
We
be wide
appreciate
receiver.
what you do, fam. You understand?
Yeah. I appreciate you, man. I'll be
And
trying
don't
to get I'll be trying to find these podcasts where I can get on and just But I just want to tell them, Saints fans, stop want to bench this young man because he have a one bad game. He can't win games by himself. He can't go out there and block. He can't go out there and catch. He can't play defense. Or none of that. He can only do what he can do. And only do. I mean, if your defense keep giving up touchdown every time the opposing offense hit the field, what can he do? We don't have a run game, so he trying to make something out of nothing because we don't have a run game to help him out. So stop trying to want to bench and talk about him because he don't have help right now.
All right. I
But I
agree with you.
appreciate y'all having me on, man.
I appreciate
Oh
you
yeah,
coming through,
appreciate
pal.
All right,
you. Who
Say, bro.
that?
Let,
who
let
that,
me
man?
let me say this, right? Let's get one thing clear, right? I heard Sydney say, yes, they people know who the number one receiver is in Detroit. You understand what I'm saying? They know that boy Amon-Ra St. Brown is the man. And that's let's be for real about that, okay? All right. Even if nobody don't say like, hey, Amon-Ra is the number one. If you never quote unquote heard that, we know that he's the number one wide receiver. Okay. Um, I disagree with what you say, Tim Dunn. And I disagree. That's the one thing too that I disagree with Sydney on, right? You know, we should not be paying this guy, Olave, no wide receiver number one money when he comes around. He ain't doing nothing that's wide receiver number one worthy. I don't care about what the hell he did in his first 2 years when he was over here playing for us, right? This league is a what have you done for me lately league. That's what it's gonna be. You understand what I'm saying? And if he still, I never heard him say anything about the concussions and all that. I don't know if you heard that before, CB, or whatever. I didn't
No,
hear
you
it
know, you just
because
being respectful, man. Being respectful.
if that's the case, if that's what he said, right, that the concussions is in his head, then I really want him out of here now.
Yeah.
I really want him out of here now. You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? And just because, and I don't want to hear this stuff about he had one bad season and all that, right? He wasn't really tearing it up last season before he got out and
And
left
he
with
wasn't even
it.
available. Take the stats
You
away. The
understand?
guy hadn't even been available. So
So that stuff there, I beg to differ on that. Just like I beg to differ with you, Tim Dunn. You understand what I'm saying? I beg to differ with you with that. What you talking about? You understand? You said he can elevate anyone. He needs Hall of Famers at every position. You understand? No, 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 bro. You understand? The reason why the Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Joe
mhm.
Montana, you understand? Why those kind of players became Hall of Famers is because they had playmakers. You understand? That man, Joe Montana, had Jerry Rice and John Taylor. You understand? Playing for him. That man, Tom Brady, had goddamn Randy Moss playing for him before. Remember that?
Prom Randy.
Huh?
A
Remember that?
prom Randy.
A prime Randy. That man, Drew Brees, had Marcus Colston playing for him. And we saw Marcus Colston, he was just as good, and he probably should be in the Hall of Fame too. Because he the one that made Drew Brees Hall of Fame worthy.
Right.
The ball wasn't hitting the ground. When Drew Brees threw the ball to Cats, the ball wasn't hitting the ground. The ball wasn't hitting the ground when Tom Brady was throwing the ball around. The ball wasn't hitting the ground when Joe Montana was throwing the ball around. You understand? Hey, look, that man, Tom Brady, left New England, went to Tampa Bay, and the ball still was not hitting the ground.
Yeah. Mike Evans, Chris
You
Godwin. I
understand?
mean, this guy
So,
is
so look, bro. If you want, that goes hand in hand. You don't become a Hall of Fame quarterback if you don't have people that was making plays that will make you Hall of Fame worthy. Point blank, period. That goes hand in hand. point blank period. That man, Joe Montana, left San Francisco and almost got Kansas City into the damn Super Bowl. So cut that out, bro. That goes hand in hand. You understand? The ball hitting people's hands that Spencer throwing it to, and it's hitting the ground.
Yep. Yep.
And that's facts. And that's facts. No one win, no equal, no 1,000 excuses. You can come in here and talk that if you want to, bro. The link right there. You understand? Either you blind or you biased. Either or. Or you don't know football. One of those three.
Or he just hates Spencer.
Jawan Johnson dropped a for sure touchdown for him in the first game. You understand? They talk about the ball location and all that, right? When Olave dropped the ball in the San Francisco 49ers game, they talked about the same ball location bullshit when Brandon Cooks dropped the ball in the end zone in the Buffalo Bill game, right? You understand? How many circus catches have we saw Jerry Rice make? Randy Moss made? Huh? Marcus Colston made? We ain't gonna even go at. We gonna talk about players from our Hall of Fame quarterback. Marcus Colston made? Huh? Lance Moore made? Devery Henderson made? Robert Meacham made? Huh? Cut it out, bruh. What about all those catches and stuff, those balls that Jimmy Graham was catching from Drew Brees? Balls that like nobody should catch those. It's impossible to catch those. And Jimmy Graham was catching. You forgot that, huh? Huh?
Sproles, Pierre.
Bruh, stop it, bruh. Because you're making yourself sound like you don't know football. You understand what I'm saying? You're making yourself sound like you don't know football. You understand? And plus, Drew Brees had a defense. You understand? The season that we won the Super Bowl, our defense led the league in stuff in turnovers. They was getting the ball right back to Drew Brees in prime field position. So don't give me that Hall of Fame and stuff you talking about, bro. You don't know football. You understand? You hate Spencer. You understand? Or you've not been watching. You okay?
Yeah, so I see we got T Dirty. We're gonna get T Dirty in.
Oh, that's my crew. That's my crew right
up.
there. Yeah, bro. I want to let T Dirty come through, bro.
Oh, what's Sam CB? What's Sam Saints Uptown?
Yo, what's going on?
Wow.
What's up? Hey, let me pick it back off of Saints Uptown right quick. Man, fuck Juwan Johnson. I'm sick of it. This dude getting paid $10 million. You can't survive a catch. You can't survive the ground. One ball was right in his hands. He dropping it. Come on, you too big. You dude. I've seen backup tight ends make better plays than this dude. Why is he still on the fucking team, bro? Ain't no excuses for this big ass dude, bro. You getting paid? Pay me $10 million. I'll try my best. My life on the line to make some catch. This dude he's just not it, dude. And I'm questioning Kellen Moore because you kept this motherfucker. You saw his tape. You saw his tape, bro. Come on. And I don't care what people say. Blake Griffin got to go to. He got to go to. The little leg motherfucker got to go to. Send him on his way. Nobody showed up on defense for this goddamn game. Nobody showed up on offense. It's like he didn't even get off the bus, bro. At one point, I was like, at one point, I was in my head like, what good movie can I watch today? Because I'm sick of this shit right now. This shit was crazy, bro. Like, man, this shit, You know how you want to get pissed off, but you know this what they gonna do. And Mickey Loomis, I know he watching, he probably chewing gum. So it's about look with Johnson fucking results. And Gail don't know what's going on. This shit, we won in 6, bruh. We start trading people, start getting some draft capital, start doing something. We just sitting here at 1 and 6, and Kellen Moore got this blank ass. I don't know if he need to grow a goatee, a beard, or something, but he gotta drop his nuts for some people now. Jawan, you gotta go. I done seen enough. I done seen enough. You heard me? Like, come on, dog. Yeah. He right, dog. Ain't no excuses. But I watched Jerry, right? I watched play. You can't tell me no when Odell Beckham catch a ball with 3 fingers. And you got all
Yeah,
10 of your fingers that can't catch a ball? Come
yeah,
on, bro. Come on, bro.
yeah. Say, bro,
Come
let me
on.
ask you this, right? I see a lot of people now. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew as soon as Spencer had like a bad game,
I
you
was
was gonna
waiting
have
on man.
you was gonna have these trolls come out talking about Spencer this and Spencer that. What is your opinion, bro, of Spencer?
My opinion is this, dog. I like Spencer Rattler. He just ain't got nobody around him to catch the fucking ball. He can't do it. He can't throw the ball and catch the ball. And you gonna want Tyler Shuck. Who's to say he even better? Who's to say he even better? Dog, you look, just run what you got right now. Ride it out. I say ride it out with Spencer Rattler. Now, but in my opinion, they're gonna throw Shuck in because Spencer Rattler is one of his worst games he ever had. But I say ride it out with Rattler, dog. Just build around him. This is my thing. You can build around Rattler, but they just sitting there with Brandon Cooks. I don't even know he even be playing until they say Brandon Cooks for such and such catch. What? I ain't know you was on the field, boy. Like what? Come on, dog. This shit is so frustrating that I'm sitting at home, half tipsy, and can see what the fucking problem is, and they right there in the front office and can't. Man,
Man, I hate to cut you off, T Dirty, bro, but some people saying some ridiculous shit now, bro.
you know
What?
what? You know
Y'all are
what?
so professional, poise. Win,
Dog,
win.
you know what it is, dog. A lot of these people are not really Saints fans like they say and claim. They just came along after the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw
You telling the truth. Tell the
a,
truth.
I saw a fluctuation of Saints fans after that Super Bowl because I thought we was rare. And I was like, because I had Saints shit, jackets, and I'm like, shit. I would get questioned. You a Saints fan? Like, well, after the Super Bowl, okay, I would run into older people that Saints fans, like people's granddads. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I can relate to you. But then I started seeing younger people. I'm like, wait a minute, you want to say, wait a minute, and then that's what it is. These casual fans, they don't really watch football like us, so they see, oh, if you ain't Drew Brees, then you ain't shit. Like, dude, it ain't. And when we start losing, you could tell they casual fans because them the main motherfuckers that'll throw a bag on their goddamn face. They'll throw
Mhm.
a bag on their head, and you just pretty much saying, "I'm a casual fan." When we lose it, I put a bag on my head. That's all you saying. Come on, bro.
Say, bro, like I say, bro, like and I said that too, bro. I said in CB, I told you that. Remember, we said that a long time ago, CB. We said when Drew Brees and Sean Payton ain't around anymore, watch how the fans decline and how they start, starting saying some unreasonable, bullshit and all that, right?
You know what's funny to me, dog? When we won that Giants game, I was on the internet and I saw so many goddamn fans celebrating, just second lining and they had like we was back in the game, like we finna go run, make a run. I'm like, would y'all come out stupid asses down? We won one fucking game and they thought we was back in the. You can't tell some of these folks nothing. They be out here celebrating like, dude, watch the whole. It frustrates me because we got, and this is every organization. Every organization has every team, every NFL team has fans that don't know what the fuck going on.
Yeah,
They just see touchdowns and no touchdowns, and they think my team trash, my team good, and they don't see. They just think we back, and then when they lose, you don't hear from their asses. You don't see them in no chats. You don't hear from. They putting bags in their heads because you ain't no real fucking fan.
yeah,
Come on, man, if I got time for this shit, I know this team is and can be, but if once Mickey Loomis step aside, watch how this shit take a drastic change. He got to get his old ass out the way, bro. And they say, well, Mickey ain't catching the ball here. Well, he's the one. He's the one that's agreeing to get these players in here, like Jawan Johnson's. You agreed to this man. You sit, Mickey. You cannot tell me you didn't sit your old Similac, whatever petty you Pedialyte looking at over there, and watch Jawan Johnson take last year and say, "Yeah, I think we should keep Jawan. He's good for us." For what? Filling up a uniform? That's
Yeah,
it. Jawan Johnson is trash. How is he still even on a team?
I
At,
agree with you.
at this point, we just gotta find some sucker to take Jawan Johnson off our hands. That's
And
it.
we better hope so, bro. I don't think that's gonna work out.
Hey, take a sucker or just take a sucker or just cut him, bro. Take our losses, man. I'm tired of Juwan. Every time the ball go to Juwan, he drop it or it's fall. That first play, the ball went. They slowed it down, bro. The ball went right through his hands like peekaboo. Are you kidding me? I said, man, at that point, bro. My heart, my blood pressure dropped, and I said, I'm done with him, bro. You know how when you done with some shit, your blood pressure drop and you just wash your hands with it. I'm done with it, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming through, fam.
It is what it is.
Appreciate you coming through, fam.
Hey, I'm gonna stay tuned in, bro. I know you probably got more callers and shit. Shout out
Yeah,
CB. Hey, say sometime. I'm following y'all all day, bro. I feel you on the Juwan Johnson. Ain't no excuses for this big ass dude, bro. But man, who that for life? I'm in the chat. I'm still listening, bro. All day.
yeah, true indeed, man. All right, man. Who that? Say, bro, look, let me deal with, man. I want to deal with Forever Famous, bro. Let me deal with Forever Famous.
Oh my
Forever
goodness.
Famous, bro. You talk about the preseason. Man, Tyler Shook looked like ass in the preseason. What are you talking about? The few real runs, that little toss that he made and shit to Mason Tipton, huh? You forgot about that pick six he threw in the preseason, huh? You forgot about that, huh? He looked like ass. You understand? And you know something, right? The coaches, not me, the coaches, the Saints media was saying that he looked like ass in practice too, on 7-on-7 drills. They said that, not Saints Uptown. They said that. And Kellen Moore, right? If he felt that this dude was his dude, right? Kellen Moore could have just easily let me go with Tyler Shook. This the guy that was drafted underneath me. I did not draft Spencer Rattler.
Why didn't
Easy.
he win the battle for the famous? Can you, if you answer
He
that,
did,
then we can get off. Why did he win? Why didn't he win the QB battle?
you understand? He won a QB battle because he was the better quarterback.
Yeah.
So what are you suggesting? That Kellen gave him the job out of charity? Is that what you
Forever
suggest?
famous. He drafted Shook. He the one drafted him in the second round. So
Huh?
I'm saying if that was the case, then wouldn't Shook been out there if he better than Rattler? They went a mano in training camp and he lost that.
You understand? And another thing too, right? If we want to look at the totality of his career, he didn't even have a good college career. He stayed injured and he bounced from this place to that place to this place to that place. Now, I'm thinking, right, that you one of these cats that's just saying that because you want us to do bad so that we can go after one of these Arch Mannings or Doug Nussmeyers. But you are up here caping for Tyler Shook. I bet you didn't even know who his name was. You probably didn't even know who the hell that man was until we drafted him.
I
Because
know I
I
didn't.
I watch a shitload of college football, and I didn't know who the hell he was.
I didn't either.
And I watch a lot of college football. Diehard LSU fan. Never heard of him. Now he's supposed to be, you know, the best thing since sliced bread. And I ain't saying that Tyler Shook is not a great quarterback. We don't know that. You understand? However, right, the coaches didn't think that he was suitable enough to start. Rattler didn't lose again. The New Orleans Saints lost again. So that's what we do now, right? Huh? That's what we do now, right? So when he went 20 for 26 last week, right? 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. When he had that 3 touchdown game against the 49ers, right? So did Rattler lose then, or was it the New Orleans Saints that lost? Huh? Man, stop it. And Tyler Shook don't have no winning record or losing record because he was never hardly available when he was in college. He stayed injured. You understand? And I don't care if Devery Henderson is your cousin. You don't know what the hell you talking about.
Yeah, he semi trolling. He trolling, man.
Yeah,
He
he's trolling.
keeping it
But
hot.
that's it, bro. That's
Yeah.
it. That's all I have to really say about that.
Yeah.
You understand? That's all I really have to say about that. Just for the record. And
all these teams
yeah,
got
and
playmakers.
and I'm trying not to, and there's really no shade on Tyler Shook, man.
Yeah,
Tyler Shook is a New Orleans Saint, and we gonna roll with him because he's a New Orleans Saint. You understand? But I trust in our coaching judgment. Our coaches made that call, and I think that it was the correct call. Yeah. Yeah, I'm riding with Rattler. Yeah. Because Rattler is the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. Yeah.
And I mean, I'm saying, how can you be a Saints fan and you want this person? I'm talking about the quarterback. I'm talking about the quarterback position. Now, cats like Olave and Stowe that we be talking about, we want them bench. They got a track record of showing they ain't been producing. With Spencer, we're not bringing up what happened last year. We're not doing that. He got thrown in the fire, and he didn't even have AK the majority of the game. So we're not gonna do that. 2025, when he stepped out, he had a training camp with the ones. He had preseason with the ones. 2025, starting with the Arizona Cardinals, the guy has been the best offensive player on the team all the way up until the day. Today he didn't have a good game. That's part of the growing pains. That's part of a young QB going through growing pains. You're gonna have a game or two that you're gonna like garbage.
CB, let us answer his question. He say, how much y'all gotta lose to get off the Rattler ship? Rattler would have to have 4 or 5 more games like he had today.
Yep.
Okay? 4 or 5 more games like he had today. All right? That would make me start looking at Rattler funny. Okay? That's what he would have to do. And I'm not going to say this for your boy. I'm not going to say that I ain't going to even say that he's not a Saints fan because he's actually, he's caping for Tyler Shook. So he is caping for, and by proxy, he's caping for the team. So I'm not going to say that he's not a Saints fan. We just have a difference of opinion and stuff in terms of, who's better suited to be the starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints right now. So I am going to say I see him as a Saints fan. I think he is a Saints fan. Okay? Right. Because he's not, calling for no outside quarterback to come in or no stuff like that. So I'm going to give him that much credit. But I think that his opinions and stuff when it comes down to the quarterback position, is incorrect and a bit misguided. You
Correct.
understand? So that's how I put that. But and like I say, to answer your question for Forever Famous, if Spencer have a game like that, the next game, and then the next game, and then the next game, and then the next game, oh yeah, it's time for you to just sit your ass on the bench. All right? Because that means that you're not learning nothing. You're not learning from your mistakes. So if you're not learning from your mistakes, then you won't grow. You understand what I'm saying? Then I would say, okay, let's bench him. And what y'all don't realize, right? And y'all listen up real good, right? Saints fans, right? Because I know y'all dealing with that post Drew Brees, syndrome right now. I know that's really hurting y'all. We don't have a Hall of Fame elite quarterback anymore, right? Bad teams play musical quarterback, and they stay in limbo and out of the playoffs and all that kind of stuff for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. Good teams keep continuity with a quarterback and continuity with a coach. The teams that have constant turnover in their coaching and their quarterbacking never, ever be successful. You understand? And some of this stuff is going to require some patience. That's why I told Hemi earlier, right? We can't just because this season went like it is, Kellen Moore just can't coach. The hell with him. Let's get rid of him. No, we got to give this dude some type of continuity. At least 3 years or something so he can, implement his program and everything else, let him see out his vision. All right? Because when you play that musical quarterback and musical damn coaches, you're going to be out of it and out of it and out of it. You understand? Ask the Cleveland Browns. Ask the damn Las Vegas Raiders. You understand? That's why you're going to always find yourself, behind the 8-ball. And you got to roll with your quarterback. You understand what I'm saying? If you see more good in him, you understand, and bad, then you got to roll with that. You understand? Y'all got to realize. Look at the way Josh Allen started his career. Look at the way that Brett Favre started his career.
Turnovers.
You understand what I'm saying? And those dudes was, they kept with them. They was consistent with their team, stayed with them, and they benefited from that. You understand what I'm saying? They benefited from that. And why people keep talking about, we lost to the Bucks, we lost to whatever. The New Orleans Saints lost to the Bucks and lost to, whoever. You understand what I'm saying?
And that's you really putting that out there for an argument. He talking about last season. We really talking about last season, or we talking about 2025?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, dude. I mean, you're a Saints fan, but let's just keep it all the way 100.
Yeah, and he's saying stupid shit now, bro. Now you're saying stupid shit now. Talking about we should have kept Dennis Allen around and all that other crazy stuff. Now you really, man, you on drugs. Now you really need to stop, bro. Whatever that is you're smoking, bro, leave that alone. You understand? You now you're on drugs, bro. Either you're drinking too much or you're smoking too much. You understand? You really tripping now. Now, yeah, I think he's trolling now. Now I think he is a troll now. You understand what I'm saying? Now I think he is a troll.
Tim, this is out of all the comments. I mean, it is guaranteed money he making. Agreed. So I mean, yeah, you would think at some point, but if Rattler balling, you just got to take it on the chin. That's
Bro,
Mickey.
you don't,
Mickey was a dummy for doing that anyway.
bro, you don't even know who you talking to, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody know, people been knowing me for years, 15, 15, 20 years or so around here. And they know that Saints Uptown don't play all that delusional stuff about the Saints. So you can skip me with that. If there's anybody that would tell you the truth about the Saints, it would be Saints Uptown. I'm the one that was controversial talking about we should have traded away Drew Brees. You talking to the wrong dude with that one. You understand what I'm saying? You can skip me with that, bro. I'm not the least bit delusional, and neither is CB. We said already from the first podcast we did this season, we knew we wasn't gonna be balling. You understand what I'm saying? We knew that right away. We knew our chances of going to the playoffs was slim to none. We knew that already. We knew what this season was going to be like. This season was going to be like a season to see if we can get the right pieces, if we have the right foundation together so we can make us another run. You understand what I'm saying? That's what we looked at this season for. To see if we have the right pieces where we can get it together, you understand, in the future where we can make us another run. I knew. CB knew this, and I knew this, so you ain't telling us nothing new. We knew we was gonna suck this season. We knew this. In fact, we wanted to get our medicine about 2-3 years ago. We wanted our medicine 2-3 years ago. You
Yep.
understand? We just getting our issue right now. Now we getting our issue. You
Yep.
understand what I'm saying? We getting our
We
issue.
we love Dennis as a defensive coordinator. He should have stayed as a defensive coordinator before he even made an attempt to coach again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on, y'all, come on. Let's not trip who that nation, man. I know we losing the stuff. I mean, I know. You know, you got your this ain't no Spencer versus Shuck. It ain't Spencer versus Shuck with us. Spencer is in. We're gonna ride with Spencer when he in. If they decide to go to Shuck, which I don't think would be a good idea, because the way Spencer has been playing, he ain't been turning the ball over. He hasn't been the reason we've lost all of the games except today's game. You got to see what you're going to get. You might as well just ride the rest of the year out with Spencer, see how he does. And then,
Famous, the more you talk, bro, the more stupid you sound.
yeah.
I mean, you sounding real dumb now, bro.
Yeah, I mean, all
But
Saints
you,
fan
but
can
you
vouch
understand,
for a
but
defensive
you,
coordinator. Absolutely.
you,
We would have loved for him to stay in that role, not to
CB,
become a head coach.
CB, highlight his last comment, bro. He just getting real dumb now. You understand? Look, let's read this, right? But you love Dennis when he was winning with Sean, but you trust Kellen who lose with the Cowboys, bro. You can't mess with me on Saint shit. Man, you sound stupid, bro. You understand? Kellen just won the goddamn Super Bowl last year with the Philadelphia Eagles. You sound really, 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 really stupid.
Well, you talking
And,
about the
and,
Cowboys?
and
That
Kellen and
ain't
Kellen was the reason. Yeah, he haven't worked with the Cow. He left the Cowboys and coach with damn San Diego after he left the Cowboys. And then he left San Diego and went to Philadelphia. Man, you don't know what the hell you talking about, man. Shut up. You understand? And Kellen won the Super Bowl last year, and that was on the heels of him getting the job here, bro. And Kellen had almost everything to do with them winning the Super Bowl last year. He had a damn near 2,000-yard rusher on that team last year. You understand what I'm saying? You need to be quiet. Because the more you talk, the more you look like a real, a true 100% grade A dummy. Just like Fred Sanford used to call Lamont. You big dummy. Stop it, bro. I'm saying it's uptown. Hey, look, let's get up out of here, bro. We've been on here almost 2 hours, but this was a good show, man.
yeah.
It was good therapy, man, Saints fans, so we can get over that loss. You understand? Forever famous, bro. Get your shit together, man. You understand? You don't know as much as me. I'm way older than you. Bro, I've been a Saints fan, bro, ever since they had goddamn Archie Manning. Okay, so you you can't even roll, bro. You understand? The Superdome is in my hood. Stop it. Okay? Stop it. Okay? We
Yeah,
appreciate
so
y'all
man,
coming to see Mama. We appreciate
yeah.
I appreciate Forever Famous too, Jeremiah, Tim, all y'all, man. Sydney, JT, everybody that came up, Hemi, Rose City. You understand? Everybody, man. Appreciate y'all coming through, bro. We'll let y'all know when we do the show, man, for the next funeral. But
And shout out to Hurricane Mike, Hurricane fam. We've been on here 2 hours, fam. I said 2 callers ago that was gonna be the last caller because we was approaching our limit. So shout out to Hurricane Mike. This the fam. We definitely gonna open up the lines next show, either next show or the post game. So just be on the lookout for that. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. And like I said, man, it ain't no issues with nobody, man. We just gotta be real and honest. And Saints fans, we just need to be real and honest with situations. We talking about the QB, but if Tyler Shutt if he throw a little hitch route to Jawan and he's dropping the pass and receivers is not getting open, and so what do we do then?
mhm.
Oh, what we're gonna say? What we're gonna say then when Jawan keeps dropping passes and guys is not making contested catches, and guys can't take us to the promised land when we down in the hole. It's gonna be the same results. But we done said what we said, man. You guys be sure like, subscribe, follow the page. Who That Nation. We 1-6. Trade deadline coming up, just like Uptown said. I agree with him. I mean, at this point, what do the vet even some names y'all don't want to say. I don't want to say, the names because a lot of them hit home, but we just got to think at this point, is this more of a friendship type thing and because the good guy and that type of thing, or do we need to build a business type mindset in the front office and try to get us pieces where we can get playmakers so you can have a St. Brown, you can have a Sam Laporta, you can have a Jamar Gibbs, a David Montgomery. You can name all type of players that's playmakers on these top teams. But
Mhm.
like I said, that's near here. The Who That Nation. Once again, you guys like, subscribe, follow the page. We're gonna be doing a preview shows sometime this week, either Wednesday or Thursday. So you guys tune in. This is the WDN Chatline podcast, and we're out. Who that?
Who that, baby? For life. Yeah.